Well, hey everyone, it's Alethea here with Squirrel Marketing and Graphics, and I just wanted to do a quick video. One of the questions I get a lot is, how do I set up my Facebook business page so that I can optimize it, so that I can get it to be the best that it can be, so that I get more visitors? Well, I'm going to show you some really quick simple tips you can do today to make sure your business Facebook page is up to speed, right? All right, so I've got my business Facebook page pulled up here so that you can see it. Looks like this, right? Okay, on when you're on the business side of it, it's going to look pretty different than when you're just visiting somebody's Facebook page. So when somebody's a visitor to your page, it'll look more like this, right? And yeah. So this is what it's going to look like this, okay? One of the first things that you're going to want to make sure that you do is make sure that you have a profile picture. This little guy right here is your profile picture. Before you put anything there, it's just like a symbol, a photograph symbol. So you can edit it here, pick from your photos and upload a photo right here. Best thing to do here with your profile pic is to make sure that it is 180 by 180 pixels. And that little guy shows up everywhere, okay? It shows up here, it shows up when you comment on something in your post, it shows up here, see? And if I was going to comment on something on somebody else's page, see, it's going to show up in search results, it shows up. So it's super important to have something there. I suggest your logo or something that has to do with your business, and people recognize it. That's my recommendation. Tip number 2 is make sure you have a cover photo. Cover photos are like, it's the biggest thing on your page. Again, if I go back to that, when somebody visits my page, that's the first thing that they see. It's huge, and you should capitalize on that photo. Okay, so your Facebook cover photo is super important. You can even create a slideshow if you had 3 photos, 3 slides that you wanted to show. It'll do a slideshow for you. A lot of people don't know that. You can also use a video, which is pretty cool because a video is going to capture attention like that fast, right? Video is super huge right now. So size-wise on your cover photo, you're going to want it to be 120 pixels, sorry, by 312 pixels. That's your optimal size for the photo. For a video, you want 820 by 462 pixels. Okay, it's just a little bit different just because of the different media, but that's optimal size right now for Facebook cover photo or Facebook cover video. Very, very important. And you know what I'm also going to say is make sure that you put a description on that. You can, whenever, if you want to upload a new one, you just go to that little edit button. Again, you can choose from photos. You can create a slideshow. You can upload photo, right? You can reposition and move it if you want to, if it's bigger than the space, right? Which is super helpful. But the other thing too is to make sure that you have given it a description. So when I click over here and I click on my photo, I've given it a description. It has some verbiage there. And that's very important because what's happening with those words is Facebook is constantly searching your page. It's searching everything, right? And so when somebody types in plumber, right, in Facebook is going to search all these kinds of things, and it's going to see, oh, plumber, clog drain, clog drain, clog drain. There it is, right? So you want to make sure that this description has, some keywords in it that are unique to your niche, unique to your business. Okay. Also, go ahead and put your URL in there, because it's just another place for you to link back to your website. Okay, if you've heard me on any of my other stuff, you know, super important for your website, your business website, to have backlinks, what we call backlinks, so that it helps it rank better. Okay, so there is a great backlink that I just added, and super easy to do, right? It's on my own Facebook page, my own business cover photo, right? But with this great description that has keywords in it. And then it also has my URL, right? A lot of people don't know that they should do that. Next tip, number three, I did two. Two was the cover photo. Three is adding a description to your actual page. So again, when somebody goes to your Facebook page, this is what they see. They might see a map if you have a physical location, and they're going to see some information here. So you need to add that about information. So at the top, and it's just a caveat right now, but because Facebook is constantly changing the look of their pages. They constantly are moving things to another place, or things have changed. So it may not look like this in 6 months, just so you know. And that's one of the reasons why it's so hard to for people to, you know, navigate things, is because it's constantly moving around, it's constantly changing. And anyway, so right now you can find your about up here in this, you know, you've got home, drives, groups, jobs, and more. You click that and you've got your about. Now you've got some other information we'll talk about here in just a minute, but I think super, super important. Number three, do not have a Facebook business page without it, is an about section. Okay. Now this little section here, you are limited to 255 characters right now, which is not a lot of space, right? But we've got more stuff we can do here in just a minute. I'll talk to you about. Go ahead and fill that in. Give it your elevator, you know, it's like one sentence, basically, maybe 2 sentences of what is it, if I got down to the nitty gritty of what I do, put that in there. Make sure you got keywords, right? Keywords, super important. Put your business name in there. And that's going to help your page to be found easier and faster. So again, next thing is there's additional information that people will see, and that's right under the about section. Now this section's nice because you've got a lot of space here. And I don't even have this filled out as much as I possibly could, which go ahead, put all the words in there, put as much as you can think of to get in there with keywords and all of that. Again, put your phone number and your URL. Once again, there's another little place where I can put my URL and it's seeing it again. Okay. So very important to have a good description right here of, you know, more about what it is that your business does, what you stand for, who you are, right? Very important. A lot of businesses never put anything in there, which is kind of sad, right? Okay, next thing is make sure your website is up there. If you don't have a website, call me. Okay, like seriously, you need a website. Web presence is so important. And social media these days is not enough. You know, when people do a Google search, if they don't find you, you don't exist to them. And so make sure you have a website. So if you don't have a website, call me, I will help you. But if you do have a website, let's make sure that it's right here on your Facebook about. Okay, you just go to that same section about, and you can click right here and you can drop that URL right in there. Super easy. Don't let me catch you without a website if I know you. Like seriously, you need a website. If you're in business, you need a website. Okay, you need a website. All right, next little thing here on my, did I mention you need a website? I don't know. Anyways, next thing on my list is make sure you've got some categories in there. So again, right here in this about section, super simple. We're still in the same place. You can go right here at the top. There's some categories. Now, I've got a couple, 3 in here. If I was a plumber, I would stick plumbing. Okay, here, plumbing services, right? Sewer services, I'm not sure why real estate is showing up for that. I don't know. Restaurants, I don't know. It has nothing to do with plumbing. But at any rate, if I was a contractor, there, fence, gate, masonry, kitchen, bath, concrete, right? Plug those things in, put those in there underneath this category on your. The next tip right here on my list is creating a custom URL. A custom URL, or what we call vanity URL, is important because it actually makes your business easier to find. When somebody types in, whatever they're typing in your business, they're looking for your business specifically, then they'll find it. So you can see right up here, my custom URL is Nutty Marketing. Be careful with this because you can only change it once. They won't allow you to change it again. So be really mindful about what you want it to be, because you get one shot. It's one shot at it, right? And another thing too about that is that Facebook right now, you have to have 25 likes on your page. So for instance, when somebody comes and likes your page, right, when they click that button and they like it, that then, once you get to 25, they let you pick your own URL. And you can do that by scrolling over here on the left-hand side again, edit page info. Click on that, and right here where it says username, that's it. And it does make it easier for people to find. If you don't do that, you just have a bunch of numbers up here. And it's not that you won't show up at all, but it helps. This helps people to find you faster. Okay. That's all this video is about, helping your potential customers to find you faster, right? Okay. So next on my list is add a call to action button. So at the top of your page, again, when somebody comes to visit the page, right there, you have the opportunity to put a call to action right here, which is awesome, right? If I want people to email me, or if I want them to shop on my website, or if I want whatever I want them to do, it's important. I think a lot of businesses forget we have to tell our customers what to do next, okay? They don't necessarily know what we want them to do. And so this is a great way for you to tell them, hey, go here, do this, shop now, right? Okay, so that is pretty simple. That lives right here, right where basically where it shows up on when a customer comes to your page. And if you click on that, you can edit. You can edit the button. So you click on that, and there's all kinds of, there used to only be 5. Okay, seriously, like there used to only be 5 choices here. Now there's a ton of choices. Follow, book now, call, contact, send a message, send an email, learn more, sign up, use an app, shop on my website, watch this video, right? It's great. You've got all these options that you can do, which is awesome. Start an order. Oh my gosh, if you're a restaurant, put that on your Facebook page, because people could go to your Facebook page and order for free. Like it doesn't cost you anything for them to be able to order from your Facebook page. How incredible is that? I mean, it's great. It's awesome. Yay. Okay, so you got that. Hopefully. All right, the next thing I've got on here is to pin your most important posts. So again, when a person comes to your Facebook page, they're going to scroll down, and I had posted this just the other day, but I went ahead and pinned it to the top of the page, because right now that's what I want people to see first. When they come to my page, I want them to see that. And so that's super easy. You can just go right here on your post, and you can click on these 3 dots right here. And when you do that, these things pop up, and at the bottom is pin to the top of the page. Now mine says unpin because it's already pinned, but you can always undo it, which is nice. So if I'm ready to put something else in that important spot, then I can unpin this one and pin the other one, right? Super cool. Okay, next is make sure that you are posting videos. Okay, videos are super important. I was online the other day, doing some research, and I came across this statistic. I don't remember where, so I can't give you the reference, but it basically said that 80% of all worldwide traffic online is video. 80%. 80%. Okay, that's huge. People want videos. If you don't have videos on your Facebook page, get some. Okay, I can help you with that too. If you need help with some short videos, call me. Okay, you need videos. 80% of traffic, that's huge. I don't think people understand that. You need video on your website. If you don't have video on your website, get some. Okay, super important. The next tip is to make sure that you have reviews enabled, because it's not just automatically there. When people come onto your Facebook page, they have an option to leave you a review, right? Reviews are important because people, when they search for a service or a product, they want to know, is this a good product? Other people who have used it will, leave a review, and I can read their reviews and see, is this a product I want to actually spend the money on, or a service that I want to actually spend the money on, right? That's important. So if you come down on the side over here and you've got settings, go to settings at the bottom and templates and tabs. Okay, you click on that and you've got all these different tabs that you can have. Right there, about halfway down, is reviews. Okay, so you would just click that little button if it wasn't already clicked, and you would have enabled reviews. And then you need to go and get some. So, call up a couple of customers and old customers and say, hey, would you mind popping, give them a link to your Facebook page, pop onto my Facebook page and give me a quick review. I would really appreciate it. Just ask people. People are more often than not, they're willing to help you out as just a fellow business or a fellow person, right? The next thing you want to make sure that you do is you want to, some type of measuring performance or analytics, what we like to call in the marketing world, right? Looking at what's going on with your page, making sure that the changes you're making are actually having a difference, right? They're actually doing something. So that's going to be found here on the left-hand side. Once again, insights. And when you click on insights, you're going to see some things that are going to pop up. You're going to see page likes, page views, actions on your page, post reach, story reach if you've got stories, recommendations, post engagements, videos, page followers, right? So the things you want to really pay attention to are user engagements. So when they've done something on your website, they've clicked, they've liked, they've commented, that's even better, okay? And then also your reach. So how big is your reach? Is it going up? Is there more people that you're reaching? So those are the kinds of things you want to kind of look at. And that's just a real super basic. When it comes to analytics, you can get super deep into the weeds right there. But to just give you a little bit of an inkling into what's going on with your page, check out these things and you can see it rise or fall, right, based on what you're doing. So always be testing what you're doing on your page. Test your posts, test your videos. Maybe it works better when it's worded this way versus that way. Okay. I mean, that as a marketer, again, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to find that sweet spot of the right wording with the right graphics, with the right, pull to get the customers to actually convert, right? Get the potential customers to actually become real customers that are paying you money, right? Well, thanks for watching my business Facebook page tune-up video, and I hope it helped you. Why don't you just let me know in the comments below, what was your biggest takeaway? I'm always wanting to hear your comments and your questions, just whatever you got to say, that's great. And as always, hey, follow my page. We'll see you next time.